Welcome to Techno Trends 24. Party Popper, I'm so glad you're here. This is your go-to spot for all the latest news. Bailu and Zeng Shunxi were recently spotted in a moment that could have been ripped straight from a romance drama, when fans caught the two stars sharing a kiss in public that instantly set the entertainment world on fire. It wasn't a staged photo op or a scripted scene, but a tender and genuine display of affection on a busy city street, with Bailu leaning in with a soft, radiant smile and Zeng Shunxi responding with quiet confidence and unmistakable warmth, the kind of embrace that spoke louder than any official statement ever could, and within moments bystanders had pulled out their phones to capture shaky but priceless footage that quickly spread across every platform, sending hashtags of their names rocketing to the top of trending charts and igniting an internet frenzy filled with screaming fans, celebratory edits, and wild speculation about how long their romance had been blossoming in secret, with old interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and even matching outfits suddenly being reinterpreted as clues that pointed to this very moment, while industry insiders debated whether it was a carefully timed reveal or simply an unguarded confession of real feelings. Yet the authenticity of the kiss, the way his hand brushed her cheek, the way her eyes closed in complete surrender, made any doubt seem trivial, and fans worldwide responded not with anger but with uncontainable joy, calling it the romance of the year, editing the moment into dreamy montages, and flooding social media with declarations that this was better than any drama finale. And as the buzz spread beyond China to international audiences, Bailu and Zeng Shunxi's kiss became more than just a celebrity sighting. It became a cultural spectacle, a shared moment of euphoria that blurred the line between fantasy and reality, and left millions of people believing, at least for a while, that true love really can be real. When news of Bailu and Zeng Shunxi's kiss in public first broke, many assumed it would be a quick social media trend, a passing burst of excitement that would fade within hours, but instead what happened was nothing short of a cultural earthquake, as the kiss grew from a street-side spectacle into a full-blown phenomenon that continues to ripple across fan communities, media outlets, and even the entertainment industry itself, because this wasn't just two celebrities being affectionate. This was the culmination of years of fan speculation, months of cryptic hints, and countless subtle interactions that suddenly aligned into one unforgettable moment of confirmation, and it is precisely that blend of romance, mystery, and timing that turned their kiss into one of the most romantic and talked-about celebrity stories of recent memory, a story that has since been dissected, analyzed, and mythologized to the point where it feels less like a fleeting event and more like the opening chapter of a modern-day fairy tale. And yet, what makes the story resonate so deeply isn't only Bailu and Zeng Shunxi's star power or their undeniable chemistry, but the way the kiss itself unfolded with such sincerity, as if two people who had spent years carefully navigating the spotlight suddenly decided, whether intentionally or accidentally, to let the world see the truth of their connection. And that truth struck fans in the heart, because in a celebrity culture often dominated by scandals, controversies, and staged publicity stunts, this moment felt refreshingly real, like a crack in the polished facade that allowed a glimpse of something beautifully human underneath, and fans across platforms latched onto that humanity with unstoppable passion, flooding comment sections with declarations of joy, editing the kiss into slow-motion videos with romantic soundtracks, and creating montages that stitched together every smile, every lingering glance, every playful tease between Bailu and Zeng Shunxi from their past interviews and collaborations into one cohesive proof timeline that seemed to confirm what they had secretly believed all along, that these two stars were destined for each other. And what's fascinating is how quickly the narrative spiraled beyond the kiss itself into a sprawling cultural conversation, with some fans joking that they should be given an award for Best Real-Life Drama, while others went so far as to claim this was Asia's most romantic celebrity moment of the decade. And even those who weren't originally part of the Bailu, Zeng Shunxi fandom found themselves drawn into the frenzy, reposting clips, joining debates, and marveling at the sheer virality of the story, because in an age where attention is fleeting and trends evaporate within hours, the fact that this kiss dominated headlines for days and continues to trend long after the footage surfaced speaks to its extraordinary emotional impact, and that impact was only magnified by the international response, as fan accounts quickly translated the story into multiple languages, pushing Bailu and Zeng Shunxi into global trending lists and making them household names far beyond their usual audience, with people in Europe, the Americas, and Southeast Asia weighing in on their relationship as if it were a universal love story everyone could root for. And as the storm intensified, entertainment insiders couldn't help but notice the economic implications of the moment too, predicting that Bailu and Zeng Shunxi's combined star power as a real couple could propel them into a new tier of fame and marketability, with brands already rumored to be lining up offers for couple endorsements, luxury campaigns, and even reality show invitations, because nothing sells like romance, especially when that romance feels authentic. And yet, even with all the speculation, what fans seemed to care about most wasn't whether the kiss was good for their careers or whether it was strategically planned, but rather how it made them feel, and what it made them feel was hope. Hope that love could survive the scrutiny of the public eye, hope that chemistry on screen can blossom into real life, and hope that fairy tales don't just belong in dramas but can spill over into reality. And this hope fueled endless creativity, as fans wrote fanfiction, drew artwork, crafted memes, and organized celebratory live streams just to talk about how happy they were, turning the kiss into a living, breathing cultural event. Rather than a static piece of gossip, and as the days rolled on, media outlets scrambled to keep up with the insatiable appetite for updates, publishing every grainy new photo, every speculative comment from anonymous insiders, and every "did you notice?" analysis from eagle-eyed fans, ensuring that the narrative stayed alive and evolved. And with every new angle, Bailu and Zeng Shunxi's kiss took on new dimensions, morphing from a simple act of affection into a multifaceted symbol of romance, rebellion, and authenticity in the world of celebrity culture. Because whether you see it as two stars bravely stepping into the light or simply as a beautiful accident, the result was the same. Millions of people around the world went a little bit crazy, not in anger, not in judgment, but in joy, and in doing so they transformed a single kiss into something unforgettable. Something that will be remembered not only as the night Bailu and Zeng Shunxi kissed in public, but as the night when fans, united across cultures and languages, chose to celebrate love as if it belonged to all of them.